When it comes down to washing your siding on a house, people usually think that you only have one option, and that's pressure washing. Now, whether that's high pressure or low pressure, neither is the correct response. The problem is you can't use either one by itself. You can't use high pressure on a house because it can cause damage, and you can't use low pressure because it won't get it all the way clean. High pressure can force water behind the siding, loosen panels, and strip finishes. Look at this here. This is what we use, a soft wash system. And for this house, we're going to set it up on a 3% mix. That's usually like what I use on the siding if it's really bad and if it's cold outside, which is both at the moment. The blue is the water, wide open, red surfactant, and the yellow SH on 3. That gives us our 3% mix. So some people will say, okay, I'll just use low pressure if high pressure doesn't work. While low pressure is safer, it doesn't actually clean the house. That's why you have to use the soft wash system. So right now I'm applying the first coat. This is the 3% mix of the solution. And I apply it evenly from the bottom going up. That way it's getting every single part of the house, making sure that it's evenly coated. That way when it's time to dwell, it's eating that algae and mold right up. This soft washing method uses low pressure combined with the right cleaning solution to break down algae and mildew at the root. We apply the solution, let it do the work, and then afterwards rinse gently. No force involved. The pressure that we use is slightly more than a garden hose. Soft washing actually treats the problem instead of just rinsing it away with low pressure or possibly damaging the home with high pressure. So that's why we choose soft washing method whenever we're cleaning homes, especially with siding. Now, if you were talking about brick, then that's a different story. That's why this method works so well on vinyl, party board, and other painting surfaces. Now, what you're seeing here is just me making sure that it's nice and coated, keeping everything uniform and clean all the way through, making sure it's touching every part of that mildew if I happen to miss a spot or if a spot needs more treatment. As you can see here, this is heavily soiled and it just needs a little more attention. Once again, as a reminder, this is a 3% mix that I'm using off my soft wash system, and it's not using any pressure. And for those of you who want to know what style pump I have, it's a Delavan pump that's putting out 10 gallons a minute at the moment, and it's doing its job. Now, you can see the work is already starting to be put in. The 3% mix started working, but I felt like it needed a stronger mix, so I went back, set it up for a 4% mix. It just needed a little bit more, a little heavier. After 10 minutes of dwell, and we still had a good bit of dirt spots. Whenever I come back after putting the soft wash on it, the solution gets it to the point to where all I need is a good rinse afterwards. And I'm making sure that I'm getting all the soffit and cleaning all the dirty spots that are really heavily soiled. And at the moment, there's this one spot in the middle, as you can see here, I'm getting over and over again to make sure that it gets nice and clean and nice and uniform. We don't want it to leave any dirty spots whenever we go back. Also, you can see I'm holding the phone, trying to do it at the same time, making sure that you guys get all the angles. And I'm going to put it up here on the screen. You should see all the different angles as we go. Now it's time to do a good rinse down. I'm going to rinse down all this soap and solution, making sure that I don't leave any streaks behind. I don't have to use much pressure at this point. All I'm doing is rinsing it down, getting all the solution off the house. That way it won't leave the streaks. Now you may see me up the pressure just a tad bit to catch touch spots, but that's not much pressure at all. It's not much more than a garden hose. It may seem like it in the video, but it's not much pressure at all. And just rinsing down really good. And every time I see a window, you gotta hit it. There's a thing that we say is, you see a window, spray a window, because it will leave streaks all day long if you leave that soap and solution on there for too long. So make sure you rinse it down real good, or you will be coming back to wash that again. And as I continue to rinse it down, getting it nice and clean, you can see it's pretty much a night and day difference. Now, this customer has talked to me about their roof. I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but I'll be coming back to do their roof, and they don't mind me educating on that as well. So let's review. If high pressure causes damage and low pressure doesn't clean, what's the solution? The answer is soft washing. Soft washing uses the low pressure combined with the right cleaning solution to break down algae and mildew at the root. That way, we know we apply the solution, let it do the work, and rinse gently. No force involved. If you're in the Prairieville, Baton Rouge, or the surrounding areas and your house needs cleaning, make sure it's done safely and done right. We're always happy to explain the process and provide a free estimate. We post videos like this to help homeowners like yourself make the right decisions when it comes to the exterior cleaning of their home. When it comes to house washing, it's not about high pressure or low pressure. It's about using the right process.